Was a stunning attack from Mayor de Blasio on his predecessors, Mike Bloomberg and Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah, he claims that the homeless crisis festered and ballooned because they didn't care about the poor. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has more.
The pain.
Mayor de Blasio was certainly late to recognize the magnitude of the homeless problem. Pictures CBS 2 showed him of this homeless man taking a bath in the Fountain of Columbus Circle or begging on the streets didn't seem to register. He's done a 180, announced 3 initiatives this week alone, and now says the homeless crisis grew because the mayors who preceded him allowed it. They have to accept part of the blame, he said.
This is really a scandal if you think about it. How did this happen for decades, all of this? How was this tolerated? Why did this city tolerate this? Everyone who's been a part of city life and everyone who's been a part of government and public service, all of us have to bear responsibility not just for this year, but for decades before.
Decades before? That's 20 years, and that covers the terms of Rudy Giuliani and Michael Bloomberg. What's your answer? Why was it tolerated?
Look, I think for a long, long time in our society, the needs of poor people have been ignored. I think in the crass political world, these were people who, quote unquote, didn't vote, and therefore they didn't matter to some people. I think that's sick.
And while he didn't utter the name Michael Bloomberg, de Blasio made it clear that homelessness grew under his stewardship.
If we had 37,000 people in shelter in the middle of 2011 and it grew to over 50,000 in 2.5 years, where was the outrage?
De Blasio's position on the homeless has clearly evolved. This was 5 months ago.
I have in my hands a picture of a man who takes a daily bath with soap from my dad in the fountains at Columbus Circle. I wonder what you can do about this.
We're going to enforce quality of life crime.
But when you see somebody taking a bath in...
Again, I've answered the question.
Today he said he's going to fix the problem.
Bring the pain.
Well, I reached out to both former mayors for comment. A spokesman for Michael Bloomberg said the former mayor wasn't going to respond. But sources point out, however, that the homeless count surged in 2011 after the state cut $100 million for a program to house the homeless. The sources claim no Democrat, including de Blasio, joined Bloomberg to fight the cuts. Aide to Rudolph Giuliani never returned the calls. And there you have it. Maybe this is round 1. It could be round 7. Who knows?
Yeah, it keeps going and going.
To be determined.
Yes.
To be determined. Thank you, Marcia.